it just doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't hit hard enough.
Trying to be Kendrick.
Yeah, isn't it interesting that like everyone just goes through it no matter what?
Yeah, but
like nothing. Everyone goes through it. No one is safe.
I'm just thinking about how like Kendrick did it, where it wasn't like boo, and I think it's because he was like.
What do you mean boo? Boo who?
No, like boo as in like boring. Stop preaching.
Some people thought it was boring.
Nerd. Well, that's different, but
Okay.
I would say overall Kendrick did it the best.
Okay.
Where like a J. Cole or a Big Sean, I think they would be like, I found the spirit within me and I'm doing better. Where Kendrick would be like, I used to say the F word, the F gay slur.
Yes.
And he would like say that, and that's like way more specific and powerful than saying like, oh, I found out I should be better, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that's what they do. Kendrick's like, no, I cheated on my wife.
Yeah.
I said slurs. I did things I shouldn't have done. Honesty, but like true honesty.
I think it comes down to like God-given talent. Like I imagine Kendrick's brain is just on another level. Because I feel like J. Cole, because I was going to say it comes down to time put into your work, but I feel like Cole's the type of person that like really digs deep and like puts a lot of time into his work. But at the end of the day, like we can't beat like a genius mind like Kendrick.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the issues with Big Sean. Like he thinks he's smart. I mean, I'm
give it to him.
No.
Give it to the dope.
I just feel like he's not introspective enough. Like there's a surface level, and that's fine for him. You know, like he only needs to go a certain level for his own health and wellness. But I think Kendrick and even J. Cole operate on a different level.
Just limits. Like Kendrick's limit is like up there. J. Cole maybe here, and then Big Sean here. And that's just like, it's what it is. What it is.
That's how they were born.
Yeah.
So there's that.
He's just stupid. He's an idiot.
Compared to a Kendrick, yes.
No.
There's another thing.
It would be so like mean. I know I said he's an idiot right now, but like if he heard just like he's just not smart. Like,
that's the thing. Yeah, I know. They're gonna hear it. My homeboys, they're my homeboys.
But it's like smart is like I've been thinking about this.
Relative?
Yeah. Well, yes, but like Hitler was smart, you know? Like smart isn't good or bad. It just depends how you use it. And then a lot of times smart kind of just isn't even that like great for a person because they're just like seeing
Jordan Peterson?
Yeah, where you just like he sees too much of how people are.
Yeah.
And just like tearing them apart. There's a, I mean, you probably know, a philosopher, Nietzsche, or whatever. Like he went like insane just from overanalyzing, like really thinking about every like aspect of humanity. And he was probably a genius, but at what point do you stop being smart?
Yeah.
So it's like, when I say like, oh, he's not smart, it's like, it's more on him for valuing. I mean, he's never gonna see this, but like anyone like valuing or putting smart as a good, whereas like kindness is probably a better good than smart. And I would say Big Sean's kinder than Drake.
Yeah.
You could say Big Sean's better than Drake, and that would be true, you know?
Right.
And it's just like not our values, but like culture's values are more intelligence, money, power. And like, if you go to some Aboriginal tribe, like, this guy's the smartest guy in the village. He's an idiot, you know?
He's useless here.
Yeah. He doesn't know how to work. He just knows how to think.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's a good point.
I just want
yeah, we're calling you dumb. But you're still a good guy because you're probably really nice.
Yeah. And I know it's like, in the end, we're still calling him dumb.
Yeah.
But I feel like it needs that dimension of...
And we're calling you dumb for your own good. No, just kidding.
Get undone.
We're calling you dumb in like a basic way.
Just like observationally.
More like I'm calling you dumb, but
I'm picturing him crying and just like, stop, please.
I'm calling you dumb, but when I say dumb, I don't necessarily mean like you have a 10 level, like 10 IQ.
Yeah.
Because I have a 10 IQ too, you know? Like, I'm dumb too.
11.
I'm just saying, if you're gonna go deep and you think you're deep,
yeah, know your limits, stay in your lane.
and I'm allowed to call you dumb because you thought you went.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm poor.
What?
What?
Oh. I have something else. You been listening to music or anything?
Hopping around, not full albums. I don't think. Period. I don't think.
I'll take that.
I don't think I'll listen to full albums for a bit. I think I like sampling.
Yeah.
I'm a sampler. Like, give me, electronic, tasty. Let me see what that is about.
Mm.
Go around that. I'm done with that. Let me see Johnny Cash.
Yep.
Go around that, and then just do that. I think that's just how I
You're wired.
Yeah, I don't. Unless like a Kanye releases an album. Good album.
I listened to something led me down to Prince. And I'm like, it's such a missing thing in my discog, like my mental discog, that I'm just like oblivious about Prince.
Mr. Prince.
Like I just know like the biggest hits. I love Purple Rain, but I'm like, that can't be the only Prince album that I know. So I listened to like what's considered his like best like realized work. His earliest best realized work, which is his self-titled album. And it's good. Like I love it.
Yeah.
It's a great album. And as I listen to it, I'm like, what makes this like great, you know? And I think it's just fun. And there's like him being able to do he basically did all the instruments and sang, you know? And I'm like, damn, props for that.
That doesn't really happen anymore.
No, it doesn't.
Like Kendrick kind of works towards that, but he still gets help.
Yeah.
But Kanye, well, he kind of more orchestrates.
I was thinking about this.
He gets people, and then he's like, that's not what I wanted, make it different.
I was thinking about that, Kanye and Drake, as it relates to like making music, because like I'm having like a critical reevaluation of their work, because now that I see them in a different light, it's kind of changing how I see them. And in regards to like, I'm kind of devaluing Drake and Kanye a lot now lately, because of that idea of like getting other people to help make an album. Because I know it takes Kanye's vision to make something like his albums, you know, like all the great albums that he's made, but like, is it really that difficult to make Yeezus when you have like when you have all of these like people and you're just saying like do this, do that, you know? Like how hard is that?
But like how many years did it take for him to learn how to well, it's like what Rick Rubin is good at, like of being able to articulate what makes something good. He just makes it look so easy. So like Kanye can easily be like, no, move that drum 2 seconds there, whatever. I don't know like how he thinks, but he couldn't have done that like when he started, but in Yeezus era with Rick Rubin. But in that era, he could more easily just say exactly what he wanted. Like how the ability to translate his thoughts into words, into music, and then get other people to see that. That's like a skill in itself.
Yes.
Which not many people can do, and that's from making 5 beats a day for 3 summers, and then working with people all the time.
That's true, but when you listen to an album of his, you're actually listening to like a group album, not a solo album. Like all of this time we view all of his albums as solo albums, but as and it's primarily after like graduation, we should start seeing his albums more like group albums. And in that respect, I can appreciate the work better.
Mm-hmm.
But when I think like, he didn't write any of his lyrics,
Mm-hmm.
or like, because I was watching a freestyle today of Funkmaster Flex.
Mm-hmm.
It was him and Pusha T.
Sure.
Have you ever seen it? I don't know.
Probably.
It's super random, but it was crazy.
Push.
Let me just like describe. Yeah, both.
He's a genius.
So Pusha T raps first,
Mm-hmm.
and as Pusha T raps, Kanye's like this,
Mm-hmm.
and Pusha T's like, have you seen Pusha T rap? His eyes like he has so much filth in his, and there's a part where he starts like laughing at his like own lyrics, and he keeps going, and it's insane. And then Kanye goes, and Kanye just does the power verse, but like I would say he gave a lot of energy, but it just sounds like from memory, and like it didn't feel like he was like, Pusha T was emotive, and he was just Kanye just did it more like out of his head.
Yeah.
And that made me just change my opinion a little bit on Kanye. Like, I already knew that. I already knew that Kanye was written for.
Yeah.
But seeing that, like, it makes you respect Pusha T that much more, Like, a real artist feels and, like, can do the job.
Yeah.
They're not told the job.
But Kanye does what Pusha T does with
Yes.
production.
But, like, this whole time we're given this myth that Kanye's a rapper. Where he's
like
more...
he said, I'm not a rapper, I'm an artist.
Yes, I know. And I know, but come on.
No.
Kanye West, I'm the best rapper alive. I'm the best, and I know lately he's been going artist.
Yeah.
It's just interesting, like how this whole time we accept it so easily. Same thing with Drake, Like I'm sure there's so much like ghost tracks, whatever.
I think part of being an artist is like mythologizing yourself.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just kind of a crazy person. Just
Really?
like saying whatever. Like I think, like Prince, like he curated his image so like finely.
Sure.
Like every aspect of himself, like to be a mystery, like
Yeah.
all that curated.
Mm-hmm.
If he was like, sure, if he released it would be good, but the fact that he made himself into like some elusive hermit, whatever he did, that's what like half of it's the image.
Yes.
And then the other half is still like a giant half, but it's all like marketing too. Like part of the art is the marketing.
Mm-hmm. I can agree with that. Yeah.
Like what artists like maybe like MF Doom, or no Earl the Sweatshirt.
Change it. Change that name.
I'm thinking of artists that like don't market themselves or like are anti-marketing and still are big, and I think MF Doom, but even him, like his anti-marketing was like part of the marketing, like you market yourself whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
And his was just a mask, like that's all he needed. Earl the Sweatshirt, I mean, he kind of suffered because like I don't know him that well, but he didn't, like nobody really knows who he is now.
Right.
He has probably one or two like great albums, maybe one's a masterpiece, but he's still just reclusive and he's not into making an image for himself. Like he's just doing nothing. Maybe that's what he wants, but he's not an artist that I would remember like a Kanye or a Prince. Not that I'm a Prince or a Princette.
I mean,
it just depends what you want.
Yeah.
Out of being an artist. And it depends how your work goes with your marketing, because Kanye benefits from being outlandish because his work is outlandish, but Earl is like contemplative, thinking.
Contemplative.
Yes. A little more real, grungy.
Yeah.
So him being like, I'm the best rapper, like it doesn't work.
Right.
Like his work made him market a certain way. You know?
Yes.
And that would just every artist, same thing.
You know, this all made me think of Tyler the Creator. And I think he's a really underrated artist.
I'm about to slap you.
Like I think he makes, because he knows who he is.
Mm-hmm.
Like he knows what he wants and he can play the piano and like
Yeah.
I think he wants to have a beautiful voice but he can't, so he makes other people sing like the way he wants them to. Like I think maybe he's not underrated, but like
I think he's really good at making like consistent 8 out of 10s, like to 8.5. But I need a 10 out of 10, like
yeah, you know what he's missing?
masterpiece.
He's missing like a hit.
Yeah.
Like I mean it's kind of hard because like he makes hits but they're weird hits. I don't know, he's just like an indie, like in the 80s he would be like an indie rock band, like an alt indie rock band.
I mean, he does not do anything, he's doing well.
Yeah.
But if he had one masterpiece, like you can't say anything like Kendrick or To Pimp a Butterfly, whatever.
Would it be rapping?
Whatever he needs it to be.
What would you think he can do? Like, what can he do, you think? Do you think he can even do a classic like that?
Yeah.
And what would it be?
I think he has like the talent for it, but I think it needs a little more like Kendrick vulnerability. But I don't know, like I can't doctor him, like that's something he has to do.
Yeah.
I could doctor a little baby. I can't doctor.
Oof. Don't even get me started on that.
Tyler.
TV? Anything you watched recently? Movies?
I watched like 4 movies in the past 3 days.
Ooh.
Maybe 5. Watched the 2 Sherlock Holmes movies.
The ones we watched?
Yeah,
okay.
Classics. 10 out of 10. There needs to be a 3rd one. It's a crime that there isn't one.
What's your favorite thing about those movies? Like from
when he does the fighting, he's like left hook, discombobulated.
Is that really your favorite thing?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good thing.
It's insane.
It is.
Just because it's like, I don't know, just pure like candy. Like I can just watch that for an hour and just that was delicious.
Do you like any of the other movies that director made? Guy Ritchie?
Yeah.
Aladdin.
He did,
I know you loved Aladdin.
Aladdin. He did that?
Yeah.
No, I didn't watch that. Did he do Gentleman? The Good Gentleman?
Something. There's definitely a Gentleman movie he made.
I like his movies.
Okay.
He's not my favorite. Sometimes I feel like he does miss a little bit. But like, as far as entertainment, he's pretty good.
Okay.
He's good.
So you watched those 2 movies?
I didn't finish it, but The Big Lebowski. Because I watched it once a while ago. I rewatched it, most of it.
Uh-huh.
But it was good, but it was a little too horrible. No.
Okay. I've never watched it.
Yeah?
No.
It's good. It's just, I thought it would hit me in a different way.
Is it like quirky?
It's quirky, it's funny, smart, it's good. But it's kind of like, definitely made for like 40-year-olds. Like a 40-year-old would love this movie. Like, oh, this is their lane to T. Like, all right, I'm a little too young for this.
Okay.
Maybe when I'm 40, I'll enjoy it as much, but it was definitely like older millennial movie. But still good.
Okay.
Princess Mononoke.
Never watched it.
Watched it once when I was just a wee lad.
As we all were once.
Well, it's not generalized.
Okay.
Watched it, pretty good. Ain't no Howl's Moving Castle. Ain't no Spirited Away. But it's good. It's classic.
It's classic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
Howl's Moving Castle is weird to me.
You don't like it?
That's the one with the flame, right?
Yeah.
It's just like, I like it, but it doesn't hit me. Doesn't hit the feel spots. It's so, I feel like it's abstract in a way, but it's kind of not. I don't know. I need to watch it again. Probably like in 10 years. If you like Howl's Moving Castle, you should go to Tokyo Market over here on Claremont. You know what I'm talking about? They have a merch.
I don't like it that much. I don't want to buy merch.
Good. Good boy.
Okay, I'm gonna buy it. I don't like this.
Don't call me boy. Yesterday I was driving down the street and I saw a little, middle school aged, 2 kids, one black, one Mexican, and it reminded me of a black kid I used to hang out with middle school around the same time. And I was like, I analyzed the situation so quickly. I was like, they're gonna stop hanging out like in 2 years. And I'm like, why did I say that? And I feel like, and this is like kind of deep, but maybe it's not for this podcast. We all go into cliques, I think, for comfort.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's staying with someone of your race or staying with someone of like what they like you all like Pokemon cards, so you have your clique of Pokemon cards at high school.
Yeah.
And it usually happens in high school. Like as you get older, you tend to go to a clique. And I'm like, that's kind of that's the reason, maybe not for racism, but like for separation, you know? Because like we separate because we want to be with people who make us feel comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
But just because we feel comfortable isn't the best way to live, you know?
Right.
Like we should probably push ourselves to be uncomfortable and be in situations that we're not used to. That way we can hang out with people that are a little bit different, open our horizons. But most of the time, the common thing that we always do is go into a clique because of comfort.
Mm-hmm.
Do you agree with that? Or is it something else that brings us to like a clique?
Well, from an entomological perspective,
That's the kind of perspective I like.
it's the only one I got.
I hope so. I think you're the only person in this world that has that perspective, because I don't.
It works. Well, I think like baseline, like we're social creatures, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's natural for us to be like, that guy looks like me. I like him. Like that's just like how the brain works, like binary, you know? And then just from like an animal perspective, like we do better in groups than alone.
Mm-hmm.
It's just how it works for us. So getting into a clique is just natural because we do better. There's like a quote, like it's been bouncing around in my head for a bit just because I'm like trying to figure it out. But like, man, I don't remember. I always like have these quotes and I say it like the worst way possible. Poop, fart, face, McGee is okay. But like, we're really like only, okay, we're really like only people. We only exist like in other people's eyes. I wish I had like.
It's fine. But.
Elaborate?
Yeah.
And what I feel like it means is just like, I think one, like everyone has their own little image of who everyone is. Like
including themselves.
Yeah.
Yep.
So like how I see you is different from how you see yourself.
Yep.
But also like, if I'm alone in my room, I'm not like smiling. I'm not, well, that sounds sad. I'm not putting on any show, any act.
Yes.
But if like I'm at work and there's people around, I'm not gonna be like, you know?
Yeah.
Not that I'm in my room just
yeah.
dead. But how I act alone is different from how I act around people at work, at a library, at the grocery store. Not vastly, but if I'm with like friends, then like friends, we're comfortable with them, make horribly racist jokes with each other. You know what everyone needs in this life.
Kill people.
Well, yeah, but I didn't want to say that.
Okay.
That's when like, oh, I'm my best possible self. But I only feel that when I'm around those friends I really feel comfortable around.
Right.
But like, what does that mean? You know?
Right.
Can I not have that when I'm alone?
Right.
Is that some insecurity I have? Is that something I have to work on, or is that natural? Or is it like all of the above? Like I should find my own fuel to smile in my bedroom?
It's not that one.
What do
Wait,
you
is
mean?
it that one?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it just paused it.
Yeah. No, that's interesting because you could argue you're not supposed. I mean, you are all of those things.
Yeah.
Like, I think there's a difference between my best self, which I think what you're referring to is like your happiest.
Maybe. Well, yeah, but also like I think around the right type of people. Not even happy, just like at peace.
Yeah, and it brings out like your good qualities.
Yeah,
that you
where like I feel comfortable. Where I'm not like anxious about anything. Then I can make the best jokes. I can say the right thing. But if I'm anxious, whatever, like then the words get stuck in my head.
Yes.
I can't say it.
Yeah, I like that, and I agree with that.
And it's not exactly joy. It's just I'm so comfortable.
Yes, you're like in the moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're in the moment. That's true. Most of the time, we're not in the moment when you're not with those people, or when you're not comfortable. You're not in the moment because you're probably too uncomfortable to just appreciate the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thus is humanity. Thus is existence.
Mm-hmm.
Why did we go there?
Why?
Clicks.
Yeah.
Social creatures.
Clicks natural.
Or
something like that.
We only exist in other people's eyes.
Yeah.
That's a good album theory. Like, if I'm gonna make an album and I'm a rapper, I'm gonna put by the name of my albums, "You Only Exist in My Eyes."
So R&B.
No. Damn it. Not like that. You don't exist only in me.
Punk.
Cause it's like that is true. It's weird. I'm getting like tripped out in a good way thinking of that. Like I think of like cool things in my head.
It's like there's aspects like just with friends, like just because the conversation has never been there, but things they don't know about me that could definitely color how they see me.
Mm-hmm.
But instead, because I don't say it, they fill in that blank already.
Mm-hmm.
And it could just be like, I didn't know you made a podcast, and that if I give them that information, like a brush of like, that's another slash of who this person is. But if you don't tell them, then they make up their own whatever you are. And if you say nothing, then nobody knows you.
That's true.
I'm a killer.
Da-da-da, da-da-da.
Don't know this one.
Damn it, I forgot. What else? Any interesting tidbits?
I'm trying to play more games. I'm trying to
Why?
with people's lives.
Like online multiplayer? Or you're kidding about that?
Like on the Switch, I'm like trying to focus in because if I have too many consoles, I'm like, do I play the PlayStation 25, the Xbox, or the PC?
But why are you gonna play games? You love games?
Yeah.
What game?
Right now I'm playing Mario Kart and Smash Bros.
Having fun?
A little bit. I think I have to like have a reason in my head to play. I think that's like a key. Where before, like I would play Mario Kart, like, well, I'm just going in circles, you know, and I would be
kind of depressing.
Yeah, but now it's like, well, I kind of want to just get better. Like even if it's such a pointless thing, it'd be nice to be good at this. Just to say I'm good at Mario Kart, you know?
Yeah.
For myself.
Yeah.
Like to prove I have a skill.
Yeah.
Not that I'm skillless, but.
Yeah, it's always impressive, like when I play someone who's good at Smash Brothers, like one of my friends, and he just like annihilates me. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ.
You know what? I don't agree with that. No, not what you. I'm sorry.
No, I know what you mean.
Where
someone's
like you're
so good that they just annihilate.
Yeah, I feel like if you're that good, you have to put handicaps on yourself. Like, don't play your best character, or if you do, say like, just in your head, like, I'm not gonna use these moves, only doing this. Because if you're just beating them, where's the fun? You know? But if you're playing a character you never played, and you're doing pretty well, like I think the chance of losing, that's where the fun is.
Yeah, definitely. But that being said, there is some fun of just like whooping ass.
Well, sometimes if they're like cocky, like that's the best you got. All right, let me switch.
Like I had a Fight Night round 3 on the Xbox 360, and I literally never lost to my friends. I just knocked them out every single time, and I loved it.
I know. That's power.
But and then you're saying like chance of losing. It was fun because like there was times when like, dang, they're competing, but it was never close.
But like in those instances, I bet you were like, let me just. Oh, I'm losing a little bit.
I don't know. I kind of remember just like going all out as hard as I could.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, there is, but you're right. The risk of losing is worth. Like some of the most fun times I've had playing video games is Halo with my friends. I don't think anything tops that. And that's me who never really played Halo.
Yeah.
That was just me like, hey guys, let's play Halo, come over. And we would just play for hours and be addicted and it would be fun. Like I miss that. And I guess that's why I asked you, like, why are you playing games? Like, do you find it fun like that?
I'm trying to find it fun, and then I'm trying to play like more story games too. Just because I like games, but I also sometimes just quit early because like I kind of figure it out a little bit. But I think if I just focus on story games, like I can't figure out the whole story. Like I have to go through it. But right now I'm just focusing. Let me just Mario Kart, be the best in the world, you know, casual. And then we'll see where that goes.
I appreciate those like reviews for video games where they like describe how beautiful the story is, and I've never really like taken time to like enjoy a story like that. The closest I came was Metal Gear Solid 5. Is it 5? No.
4.
Guns of Patriots.
4.
But in the beginning, I was just like playing to beat the level, but then as the story got, I'm like, oh, I kind of like this story, even though it doesn't make any sense. But I think next time I get into a game, it's gonna be like, read the story, like read everything that's going on.
I mean, it depends, just because.
If it's made for that.
Yeah, but like in general, I would say like game stories kind of suck. Like it's only been recent where like Last of Us, that was a good story, but if you compare it to like movies and television and all that, it's like, all right, that was.
Basic.
Yeah. Not horrible, but like probably seen it before. But it just games are so lacking in decent storytelling that Last of Us just exploded gamers' minds, you know?
Like Skyrim, for example.
Yeah.
Like I heard there's great stories in there, but I don't remember anything because I wasn't listening to the stories. I was just
shut up.
It has like the most horrible gameplay too.
Yeah.
Just like.
That's a classic.
It's a classic. I'll be down to play Skyrim again. I don't know.
You have a PC? Oh, you have a Mac.
I can do it on Switch.
I was saying you could get like a modded Skyrim, really trick it out, make it like the best thing ever, and then just explode your mind. Modded Skyrim is not a joke.
Is it like? Wait? Is it like God of War level combat?
Oh,
that's what I want. Like I want modded where.
Okay, you're unrealistic, but let's start right there.
See, that's what I thought. Like I get it that it's gonna be beautiful.
Yeah, but it won't be that level just because you would have to rewrite the code itself. But there's combat mods for sure.
Okay.
Like there's spell mods where, like there's improvements to like really, really, really elevate it. But I mean, God of War was made like combat first. Like they made sure that's
what I want.
The most satisfying combat ever.
I want a mix of God of War, Skyrim, and FIFA. Like I want to play Skyrim. I want to fight some guys God of War style, and then there's like a soccer game. I'm like, hey, can I join? Yeah, and then it's like 5 versus 5. Let's go.
I think that's like metaverse.
Ivan, anything else for the beautiful people?
No.
No books? You reading books? What's the last book you read?
I'm just pausing, just because I feel it as a grind right now. And I think that's just, it's just a sign of like, all right, stop for a bit. And then right now I'm just going to focus on watching movies and TV. Like, I'm not reading books, I'm going to watch movies. Just, I need some like input to analyze and
stimulate.
Yes, in some way.
Give you creative juice.
Yes, and then try new movies too.
That's good. I like that. That way you don't feel like, oh, I need to consume everything, or I need to stick to one thing.
Try more go with the flow instead of, I gotta fucking read this book.
Yeah.
If I don't, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
Everything revolves around this.
Yeah.
Alright.
Take a break.
Well, that's good to know. We'll hear your new creative outlet next week. Antipade.
That's the outro song.
I love that, like, one song. I think it's in Spanish, where it's like all of that.
Oh.